On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on? A blessed and wonderful Saturday evening to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side. So we have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we go on in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps. In the evening, yeah, we're going to kick it off with an international story. Then we move right on into the local stories. Now, a Jamaican man extradited to the United States of America for allegedly involving in lottery scamming is to go on trial for wire and mail fraud. Now, the Jamaican man was extradited to Washington in the United States on allegations of defrauding an elderly American woman in a lottery scam has been ordered detained by a court pending trial on 4 counts of wire fraud and 4 counts of mail fraud. Now, the Jamaican national, the criminal element, has since been identified as Rashad Anthony Carty, 34 years old. He's being accused of scamming a 73-year-old senior citizen out of more than 800,000 United States dollars. So in making the announcement, U.S. Attorney Charles Neal Floyd outlined that Carty was arrested in Jamaica on August 21st, 2025, and arrived in the Western District of Washington for arraignment on October 23rd. The U.S. Attorney stated that on Wednesday, November 12, Magistrate Judge David W. Crystal ordered that the Jamaican national Rashad Andrew Carty be detained pending trial that is scheduled for December 22nd. So according to records filed in the case, the Jamaican national, that's Carty, first contacted the 73-year-old woman in 2020. The U.S. authorities are alleging that between August of 2020 and February of 2024, the Jamaican man convinced the elderly woman to send him $800,000 as taxes, fees, and other costs to claim $22 million in prizes from Publishers Clearinghouse. Now, Carty allegedly convinced her that the FBI was recording the call and told her that she was not to tell anyone about the big win. Carty requested for cash, started small and grew over time, according to the U.S. authorities. The case file outlined that he had convinced the woman to remove small amounts of cash from her accounts and send them to a U.S. location via FedEx. Carty allegedly told the victim that the money was lost or stolen and demanded more. Now, Carty also allegedly have told the woman to borrow against her home so she could send more money. Carty allegedly convinced the senior citizen to sell her home to cover additional cost and fees to claim her prize. So in all, Carty allegedly stole more than $800,000 from the victim by having her mail the money to various couriers in the United States of America. Carty was relentless in contacting the victim using various phone numbers and texting programs. When she tried to cut off contact, he tried sending tow trucks and pizza deliveries and asked her landlord for a welfare check to try to get back in touch with the victim. The US authorities states that, boy, Carti, Khan's dark, you know. So Carti was indicted in November of 2024. So following Carti's August 2025 arrest in Jamaica, Carti consented to extradition to the United States of America. So the case is being prosecuted by the Assistant United States Attorneys. The Justice Department Office of the Internal Affairs worked with the Jamaican government to secure the arrest and extradition of Carti. So wire fraud and mail fraud are punishable up to 20 years in a maximum security prison in the United States of America. Then of course you will be deported back to Jamaica, broke like a church mouse. Now, let me ask this question now to the scammers them. Is it really worth it? But then again, I guess so. Yeah man, saying away back to local style. Now, many are the ones and ones them reach out to On The Spot News Media say, yo, On The Spot, wagwan. Just a few days before the hurricane, we see Sir P post a little 4-minute video. And from the hurricane, we don't hear nothing at all from him. In fact, even a few of his Patreon members reach out to me and I say, boy, what go on with Sir P? Well, nobody knows. So if you're listening to the voice of On The Spot News Media, Sir P, your Patreon members, them worried and them a wonder, where you there? So them just a kindly ask if you just push out a one video. Now if it be not long, just something for say, yo, me good. And they have been reaching out to Popeyes, I think. So do them a favor. Just make them know, say, you're good if you are listening to the voice of On The Spot News Media. And in the meantime, between time, just go and big up yourself same way. My view same way. Popeyes same way. All the hard working, like-minded vloggers, big up on yourself same way and just continue the fight. Now, the first thing that we're going to talk about locally, my peeps, is that this brother here, presently on your screen, end up lose Fame 3 pints. Now, it is stated that him use a cutlass for slap up a man in the day, some time ago, a few days ago, to be more specific. And then the man circle him back in the night and knife him up, leaving him lifeless. It took place in the Clarendon Police Division. Now, this young man, presently on your screen, said to be a former student of the Edwin Hallin High School in Clarendon also. It is understood that he was poisoned earlier this week. Boy, may I tell you, my peeps, the thing rough, the hearts of men, desperately wicked. Jaja God. Now, the next update, I spoke about it in this morning's vlog, where this brother here, presently on your screen, I didn't have his picture, but me get it now. Brandon Main, who was named as a person of interest in the double fatality of the teacher and her daughter. The teacher is presently on your screen. Now, it is stated that she gets some money for Walla and Pan Fame, about $3.5 million, and when the money was asked for, it was not forthcoming, hence that led to the verbal turn physical altercation, where a knife was brought into play by Brandon Main, who eventually took his life after he was called out as a person of interest surrounding the fatality of the teacher and her daughter. It is stated that a knife was brought into play which he used to take both of them lives whilst they were at home. The bodies was found at the home after she did not turn up for work at school. The principal became suspicious, sent out an alert, and persons found her lifeless in her home and her daughter. The police was called in and both bodies removed to the morgue. Now, after he was listed as a person of interest surrounding their fatality, he fled to Clarendon and took his life. Him swing off of one tree with a piece of rope, well greased up with about half pound of butter. And that basically was it. Really sad, my peeps. Really, really sad. So we don't know how the money go, if it's a man and woman situation or it's a friendship situation, but whatsoever the case may be, we will never know now because she gone and now him gone. So there is nobody really there to tell the tales unless it was spoken about before both persons lost their lives. Really unfortunate incident on both sides because families are now mourning the loss of their family member. Boy, may I tell you, it's rough. Now the next thing that we are going to talk about, my peeps, is that detectives assigned to the Kingston Western Criminal Investigation Branch have charged a man who reportedly conned up another man with whom he had a dispute. Now, the man in question has since been identified as Linroy Collins, but them call him Great Man in our streets or Lenny Matic. He's said to be off a Garden Road address in the Kingston Western Police Division. Now, Lenny Matic has been charged with knockings and clappings with intent, possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition following an incident at the intersection of Paisley Road and Slipen Road in the parish on September 2. Now, the Denham Town Police stated that sometime around 8:20 p.m. on that day, a man was walking along the roadway when he was pounced upon by Lenny Matic. We are talking about Lenroy Collins, aka Lenny Matic. It is stated that both had a prior dispute. It is alleged that Lenny Matic brandished a firearm and opened gunfire on the man. It is stated that the man managed to escape without injuries and reported the incident to the police. The following day, the police led an investigation and Collins was taken into custody, subsequent to charge following a question and answer session in the presence of his attorney. Now his court date is presently being finalized. So there has been an ongoing gang conflict in that particular area for quite some time. On the Spot News Media even covered extensively about what is happening underground round Paisley Road and Garden Road. But it seems as if me have to go visit back around there again because it seems as if these criminal elements around there definitely not learn, and there's a lot of little crasmite gal and big woman round there where I push the war to because it's either them man, them son or them brother involved in the slackness and even sometimes in certain cases them father. So on the Spot News Media will most definitely be keeping you abreast of what is happening in that particular area of the Kingston Western Police Division. Now the next thing that we are going to talk about is a real hot topic where dancehall entertainer Buju Banton come out strong and say, boy, a cargo plane land at the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston with aid, relief aid for victims that suffered immense damages to their homes in Hurricane Melissa. Now, Buju Banton came out on a viral video. We know so by this, many of the ones them would have seen it and say some of his stuff, his aid was stolen from barrels or from whatsoever means he used to pack them. Items such as a stove, I don't know if it's a 2-burner stove, the like a hot plate type of stove them, or is actually a big stove, we don't know. But he said that a stove was stolen, Starlinks, packages, because he buy a couple Starlink for giveaway. All of that was stolen from the cargo. Now, the Minister of Transport, that Daryl Vaz, come out and say, yo, Buju, you never have to go social media because you could have linked me. No, note. And many people, I go feel a way because of what I go say, but my granny always tell me, say, the truth may offend your friend, but I no sin. Now, remember what Buju Banton went to prison for in the United States of America. Buju Banton spent 10 years behind bars for a certain type of thing. And now, over the years, it is alleged that Daryl Vaz can't travel to the United States of America because of his alleged involvement in a certain type of thing. So Daryl Vaz say, yo, Buju, me and you good like that. So why you have to go public with something like that? You could have linked me and make me deal with it. Because if you don't get the gist of what I just stated, I basically two same set of man if the accusations that is preferred against Daryl Vaz over the years is true. Because Buju got to prison for that. And it is alleged said Daryl Vaz had that type of man there too. So basically, them good are really good in a real life. For true where him could have link him after year. So Daryl Vaz, as the transport minister, never feel too bossy about a statement there where Buju make and basically accusing the airport workers of stealing the relief items from packages or barrels that came on the cargo plane. Now Daryl Vaz did an investigation and he posted video footages and also pictures of the cargo being taken from the plane, got put right in the container. So no third person never really dead if it take out nothing. Everything still wrapped in a plastic and still the pallet. It is stated that the cargo left the Norman Manley International Airport, went to a storage area in Spanish Town, which the government has no control over. And what was also made public was the cargo manifest. So the manifest shows and gives details of everything in the shipment. And there was no Starlink and no stoves on the manifest. So the same people them know where did a hype up Buju when time him come out strong. Are the same people them know we turn around and I beat him bad. Because Buju come out and said the airport workers then thief the things them. Everybody jump on the bandwagon and say yes, a long time them are going with it. And then when it is proven, say boy, the items where him say got stolen was never on the manifest. The same set of people them paint him a liar. A lot of these memes presently on your screen, circling all over social media. I say, boy, Buju Banton, a liar. But I don't know, so when it comes on to politicians and entertainers, the public are going to definitely take the entertainer side over the politician side any day. Not looking clearly to see that, hey, Buju Banton have him flaws. Buju Banton is a human being. And when I say Buju Banton are telling a lie, say the items were missing, but it just never get missing at the airport. It got missing somewhere along the line when it left the airport. But I said all of that to say this. Daryl Vaz stated in a statement presently on your screen, I have seen the reports regarding the shipment of relief items and the allegations surrounding the items missing from the shipment. If given the details surrounding the shipment and investigations can be done. To be clear, over 300 flights with tons of relief supplies have been handled and cleared at the ports. And this is the first complaint of this nature that has been lodged regarding the relief supplies. So I could push all of that aside now. Over 300 flights, Mr. Vaz. You stated in a press release that when Buju Banton cargo plane land, everything left from the plane to the trailer. So it not seems as if any checks was made as it relates to what came off the flights and went into the back of the 40-foot container to be transported to another area. Now, my concern is, as a vlogger that deals with crime in the country, what kind of mechanism is set in place to go up against if criminal elements want to use this medium to ship items such as firearms and illegal rounds and other paraphernalias into our dearly beloved island home, Jamaica? Because it seems as if Buju Banton cargo never checked none at all. Remember, our beloved Buju Banton sing some songs. Our beloved Buju Banton name call upon some things. One of my favorite artists, but we have to call a spade a spade. Over the years, Buju Banton never squeaky clean. And I'm not accusing Buju Banton of any form of illicit activities. But what I'm saying is that just like Buju cargo plane can come in and everything taken from the plane, placed into the 40-foot container, taken off the airport without any checks, so too can criminal elements find a way to push themselves in because 300 other flights come in and probably at the same thing, them just take them out, ship them off, not checking anything. That is not good. Somebody, somewhere, somehow needs to do better where that is concerned, because that is an avenue that criminal elements will exploit. In fact, criminal elements will send aid and make sure one or two of them barrel there full up a big matic and some whole heap of tall up rifle and ammunition and other criminal element type of paraphernalia for aid in them criminal activities. So we need to be careful as a nation. Whilst we need aid, security measures must be put in place to prevent any such thing from happening. So to you, Minister Daryl Vaz, the man in charge of transport, air, land and sea, whilst we do need those relief supplies, yes, we understand that, but security measures must be put in place that every single piece of items, cargo, whatsoever it is that is coming into the country is properly vetted and checked via whatsoever security measures that will be put in place before it sets foot off the shipping ports or at the airports. That's all I'm saying. And I'm pretty sure that many of the ones them out there will most definitely agree. So drop some comments in the comment section. Please splice out whichever piece you need to splice out. Put it on TikTok, send it to Daryl Vaz, put it on Instagram, tag him in it on YouTube, something. But he needs to understand that whilst we do need the relief supplies as a nation, they also have to secure the nation's borders, because criminal elements will send in aid and send in some matic and some tall up, whole heap of rounds and criminal paraphernalias to aid in their continued efforts to wreak havoc on our dearly beloved island home, Jamaica. And Buju, I hope you learn from this. As a social media, it's not a place for you to come and vent your angers and frustrations, because the same set of people who agree with you are them same one just wait for you go wrong or make a one slip up, and then them same one go turn around and beat you. On the spot news media have learned that over the years. So me not pay too much mind to people, because me know how social media can stay. it will build you, and it same one will break you. So I just go and do my thing the best way I know how. And just make sure I do my due diligence before I put my vice on certain things. Because boy, may I tell you about you, the thing rough. Yeah, man. So with that said, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in a subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.